Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Hyperfix and Hate Watch podcast. I'm Jared.
I'm Kayleigh.
And today we are talking about aliens.
Yes. Or maybe angels?
Or maybe angels.
I don't know if you heard that theory.
Yes, I have heard that theory. We are, if it's not obvious, we are talking about Jordan Peele's third film, Nope.
Alternate title? Yes.
Yes. My alternate title was Cowboys and UAPs. That was
okay. That was also on my on my alternate, but
oh man, I can't wait for you to hear the It 1991. But we'll talk about it later. First things first. How was your week, Kayleigh?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
You're busy today.
I was busy today. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm tired.
Okay. Well, I'll try to wake you up a little bit. Yeah. So. Before we get into the weeds of the movie, how do you feel about the idea of aliens?
I mean, statistically, they're there.
Probably. Right.
Whether or not they're advanced life forms is more up for debate than whether or not life exists in the universe besides us.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, whether or not, like... Because we just happen to be the ones to evolve, but, like, any animal could have... Mm-hmm. You know, and maybe not necessarily in favored intelligence the way we did. Mm-hmm. So
maybe so. I am, you know, like I grew up like very, very Christian, like went to a Christian school and stuff. But I had like an interesting theory that my science teacher he said that the reason that the universe is expanding is because whenever God said, like, let there be light, the sound wave is just, like, continuously going to the end of the universe. And so if he's saying, like, let there be people, you know, and whatever, if in his image and stuff like that, it sounds a little like Greco-Roman, like, accidentally made these creatures, you know, kind of scenario, like where you're like, I meant to do it, and then like my voice is so powerful it went to the end of the universe type thing.
Right.
But I don't know. And then I've heard the thing that like aliens are demons.
I've not heard that.
I've heard some strange ones where it's like these are like the only way that we can perceive them is like through the things that we know. Like archetypes of like we believe, like we watched aliens on movies, so what we're seeing is just like a perception thing, and we can't understand it, and like it's so weird. I agree with you. I think aliens are for real.
Yeah, the extent of what I got was my mom said they might be real and they might have their own Jesus. That's a question you got to ask God when you get there.
They might have their own Jesus.
It's
a crazy thing to think about. Yeah, because like if God did die for all of humanity, does humanity extend to these alien creatures? Or are they more like animals, which is kind of what we're going to be going into here. I have one alien UFO story, but like with the caveat...
You saw aliens?
With the caveat, yes. With the caveat that I lived near a military base.
Okay.
So we were...
I don't know if you can tell the disbelief in my voice. You're going to have to... I'm talking to the audience. Yeah. You're going to have to convince me.
I'm telling you that like this is for real thing that happened.
Okay.
Me and my father, we were like coming back from somewhere. It was
ayahuasca trip?
Yes. Super. Yes, my definitely conservative father and I were doing ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca is the white people drug. That and cocaine.
We definitely do not do ayahuasca together. But we were coming back from somewhere. And we like look up in the sky, and there was like this. It was like a kind of round shadow, right? Okay. And like it was like a blue light, a green light, and a red light, and it would just go do 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 like that, and it would kind of do this thing in the air where it would kind of go up. It was way higher than like, it wasn't like a satellite or anything, because you can't even like see satellites with the naked eye, but it was like high enough where it was like not like an airplane or anything. And it would also had this unnatural pattern where it would go up and then down and then to the side and then to the side. And we would just do that for a long time. Me and my dad just kind of stood there and watched just for a really long time. Then we went into the house to like, let my mom know we were fine. And then we came out and it was gone.
Okay.
Like, I would swear to God.
I believe you. My question is, what do you think the aliens were doing?
I don't know. I think they were just hanging out. Like, I live near a military base, so maybe
why
they
would
were...
they hang out around the military base? That's where you get shot down.
I don't
America.
know. Maybe like there's like some sort of cloaking technology that like you can see them with like their eyes, but like with like I don't know. That's so weird.
See, that just sounds like it was a government censor.
Maybe. I mean, it's easy but that's the most paranormal thing that's ever happened to me.
Okay.
That like, because I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in demons, but I don't believe in things that I can't outwardly see.
My church growing up was haunted.
For real?
Like for real.
We'll save the ghost stories for when we do the Conjuring
movies.
movies.
It's not a whole lot.
Uh-huh.
It was just you could hear voices and walking around, and like some of the like sensors would go off.
That's cool. That's great. I mean, like I said, like I'm a forgiving cynic in the sense that like I want to believe your story.
I don't know if I believe it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was also like, it's an old building and people are up to no good.
Yeah.
A bunch of youth locked in the room and the church together. It could just be.
Yeah. A lot of gay experiences happening at the lock-in.
No, not in my church, unfortunately.
All right. Yeah, like I think that like it is a possibility, but like I think everything in me is like there's just if there's no way. There's no way that like that we haven't found something yet,
Yeah.
Because there is also this theory called the dark forest theory.
Okay.
That the reason we haven't found anything is because nothing wants to be found. And that implies that there is something out there that they are hiding from. And what have we been doing for the last 60 years? Just sending messages and shit all into this like stratosphere. So that's a terrifying thing to think about.
I guess
that's from the theory is like is from a book called The Three Body Problem.
Okay.
They made a Netflix series about it recently.
Heard of it.
Netflix series is not as good, but the book is really good. Mm-hmm. It's written by a Chinese author. I don't remember her name, but yeah, it was a really good book. The series was not. All right, so we are going to get into it. So this is a story
about spectacle.
Like it literally starts with the Nahum verse where it says, "I will turn you to all things vile and I will make a spectacle out of you." So it's like immediately like you're thinking about spectacle, and then it cuts to a like just the wildest scene I probably have ever seen, just starting off.
Yeah.
Just a bloody ape just running around doing ape shit.
Yeah, I saw this in like theaters.
Yeah.
I saw it by myself. It was
wow.
packed. So I was literally like, it was so packed. I was like in the one seat and it was just random people around me, but I was able to get a good seat.
Yeah.
Tell you, it was
just when that monkey looks at you, like
you're like, what?
You're like, oh God.
And then it like cuts to like the
yeah.
And
then once again we have a really great title sequence that Jordan Peele came up with, where it's like you're going through.
What I thought when I first watched it was like a TV tube, which is what you're supposed to think.
Mm-hmm. But we know what it really is, and we'll get into it later.
And you see the horse jockey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we also meet Daniel Kaluuya. He's back.
I love him
as OJ, which unfortunate name to me, but like that's the point, you know. And his dad, Otis Sr., played by Keith David. We love Keith David. We stan Keith David in this house. He is, doing his thing, and that's my dryer.
Oh, okay. I was like,
my dryer is very loud, and so I'm gonna be interested if we can hear it on the mics.
I highly doubt we will.
You'd be surprised. I was streaming one time and it was on there, so who knows?
Who knows?
But they're like they're horse trainers.
Yes.
And And then all of a sudden, some stuff just starts falling out of the sky.
Well, you hear on the radio about 2 hitchhikers go missing, and you can also hear some screams if you listen. Craziness.
His phone glitches out too.
Right, and the horse thing stops going, and he's like, "I thought I told you to fix that," and he's like, "I did."
Yeah, and that's setting up to like what the weirdness, because like the thing about like, especially in movies, like the beginnings of a extraterrestrial thing almost very much is like, it's very similar to like hauntings in a way. Like you can almost think that this is a haunting thing. But yeah, then you see, and you look back and you see Keith David, he's like slumped over and he falls off the thing.
Right, and like a nickel goes in his eye. Ugh. If he wasn't looking at it, he would have lived.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he wasn't looking up, which is.
And so OJ gets the farm or the ranch.
But the whole scene of him in the car trying to get him to name animals, and it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah. It's a wild, like, once again, like, this is a really, like, but before we get in any further, like, this is his best movie.
Oh, 100%.
You know, this is Jordan Peele's, like, opus, for sure.
Right. Like, as I love Us because it's, like, the one I put on most, but, like, I can admit that this one's the best one.
And I've seen a lot of people, like, this is the most, like, controversial and divisive. Like, a lot of people, like, either hate this or love this.
Yeah. And I don't understand
that.
I think because it wasn't, like, people were like, what are you even supposed to take out of this film? Like, because I think the other two were more straightforward.
Yeah.
But also, like, this one's pretty straightforward if you just look into it.
Yeah. If you just, if you just pay attention a little bit. I mean, it's definitely the slower of the three.
But it's built so well.
Mm-hmm. And it looks the best, too.
Oh, my God, because it was shot in IMAX, and I saw it in theater. Did you see this in theaters?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's so worth it to see it in theaters.
Yeah, if it ever comes back, I might go and see
especially
it.
Especially the third act in theaters is like breathtaking.
Yeah, just sitting in my my living room, I'm like, oh my God! Like, there's points where I forgot to write notes down because I was just like, damn, this is such a good movie.
It's so good, and the soundtrack's so good. And,
yeah. And then it cuts later to OJ being on like a soundstage for a commercial.
Yes.
And the director is Osgood Perkins.
Yes.
That's the guy who did Longlegs, The Monkey.
He's doing something else that's coming out soon. I think he did like 4 movies in like 2 years or something.
Yeah, he was working hard. That's if you don't know, that's his dad was
Anthony Perkins.
Anthony Perkins, yes.
Sad life.
Yeah. And Alina, by the way, hated Longlegs.
Okay.
I did not like it as much as I thought I would, but I still am like, this is a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
But maybe one day we'll get into Longlegs. And so a thing that I noticed on the rewatch, because this is like the second or third time maybe I've watched this movie.
Again, I have this one on DVD. I've watched this movie a lot.
OJ doesn't look anyone in the eyes.
No, when you learn he's like, so some people were like, oh, he's autistic, and you're like, no, it's you don't look predators in the eyes, and he's in a room full of white people. Like, that's what he's trying to say.
And like Hollywood just in general.
Right.
Of like how like Hollywood just like takes people and just chews them up and spits them out.
Right.
You know? And so I thought it was a really interesting dynamic between him and his sister Emerald, in which we meet
Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer, love Keke Palmer. She is my second Hollywood crush. I love that woman. She's amazing. The best. I've liked her since I was like a kid watching True Jackson VP.
Yes.
You know?
TRUE.
So good. And so you could tell that there's like a very discernible difference between like OJ and the Emerald, that like she is the show person, and she is like always seeking that like visual, like, look at me, you have to look at me. I'm
right.
Like, and then OJ's like, I don't want anybody to look at me, I'm just trying to get in here and get out, you know?
Right.
And of course, because all these stupid white people
don't listen.
They don't listen. They freak out the horse.
Like, I don't know why you would get that close to a horse you don't know anyway.
Yeah, no, wouldn't. I've seen horses bite the flesh off of people.
Damn.
You know, I've seen that. And so I'm like, when I was working at a children's home, I had a bunch of horses behind the cottage that we lived at, and some of the boys were like trying to play around, and I was like, listen,
that horse will kill you.
These are like machines. Like they will.
They rode them to war for a reason, man.
They are real sturdy, and they will probably destroy you.
Oh, yeah.
So after that, like all of my boys that I had, they like really respected the horses, and they like talked to them really like nice and sweet, and they like petted them nice. They fed them grass, like, and after, it was a nice thing to see, like just to show the character development, Yeah, like, and also, like, the thing that I noticed, too, is that when they said his name was OJ, they were like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like the murderer? Like,
he didn't do it.
Yeah.
He just wrote a book, If I Did It.
Yeah, I mean...
But he didn't do it.
Yeah, I have no interest in any, like, whether or not he did it. It's just, like, the fact that this is a point that he named this character OJ because it's, like, OJ was, like, a huge spectacle when all that went down. Like, there was, like, apparently you couldn't turn on the TV and, like, every time it was, like, either the court or, like, scenes from him riding that Bronco down, down the road and stuff like that. It was crazy.
If you don't fit, you must acquit.
Yes, and that's why we have the Kardashians today.
I mean...
Technically.
One of the reasons.
One of the reasons.
Maybe not even the main reason.
Well, one of the reasons, because his dad was like their dad was the defense attorney. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Because they were good friends.
Okay. Yeah, and so also the thing about this being like a sci-fi horror film, it's also a Western.
And it's so great.
Yeah, because you can tell with like how the music, it's like down, like like all that kind of stuff, and then they go after that because they're obviously not going to work with the horse now because Hollywood doesn't work with anything they don't understand or can't control. And you could see them
wheeling in the little VFX. Yeah.
And he's like, sorry. And so they go over to a place called Jupiter's Claim. Yep. And we meet Mr. Steven Yeun, Invincible himself. Yes.
Have you seen him in Mayhem?
No.
Mayhem's so good.
Okay, I have to check it out. But everything Steven Yeun's ever been in
he's great.
Is so good. There's a movie, it's like a drama about it's like him and he's got like his own like a family, and it's I can't tell you the name of it because it's like a Korean word, but it looks really good and I want to see it. And if I find it, I'll tell you later. But Steven Yeun is really good in this one, and he is like the opposite of what OJ is all about, and he's trying to just make everything a spectacle.
Right, you know, he still calls himself, Jupe off of his character from when he was a kid. Yeah, and it's to the point where he literally has a shrine of his like childhood trauma. Yeah. And his wife's like his manager too. Yeah. And there's a poster for a reality TV show, so they're putting their kids on there, and I was like, leave your kids out of TV. Yeah. And what's interesting is the thing that really stuck out to me was when he was telling the story of what happened to him, but like what he was really doing was just he was telling the SNL skit. Yeah. And that's also based off a real SNL skit, too. Like, Chris Kattan, like, played a monkey and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and that's just, that's common disassociating, And a question before we get into it. Do you think he actually saw that shoe? Oh, 100%. Because it's a bad miracle. It's a bad miracle, and that's what makes him think he's special. Because here's the thing, though. When you cut way later to the movie... And when they're like going into like from like the audience's perspective, you don't see that shoe anywhere. You only see it when you're looking at Jupe's perspective. I didn't notice. Yeah, that. Like I'm just saying, like I still think it's there. I mean, either way, he's rationalizing what's happened to him. Is that like this monkey
freaked out and like started killing everybody except for like him and like another co-star.
Right.
And that is also based off.
Yeah, they did the prosthetics based off of. Apparently, she was supposed to be in the film more. From like, I guess from like one of the trailers. Apparently, there was, from what I heard, there was supposed to be like this like weird like stalker with her, and she was actually supposed to be more involved, and they cut it.
Okay.
Which I guess it makes sense because we're not here. I mean,
it would literally made it a spectacle. Like, I think.
Right. It would have just slowed the movie down too. It was like, we're not here for.
Yeah. And like, yeah, we're here to see them aliens, and yeah, and so they also when he's like, I need to get my horses back, and he's like, yeah,
he's selling Lucky.
Yeah. So and we'll get into that later, but we go back to the house, and they're like hanging out, and they are
talking about their
dad, and like how like the only person that ever saw Emerald was OJ.
Right.
And I thought that was a really interesting dynamic. And I really like the question of like, what is a bad miracle? Like what would you call a bad miracle?
Right, and that's what I think. That's why the shoe was there.
You think the shoe was for real?
The shoe was for real because it's a bad miracle.
Okay.
Because it's like, it is improbable that shoe stayed like that, but it did stay like that. But because a chimp attacked everybody, and that's what he focused on to like get through it.
Yeah. Okay. I guess.
You know what I mean?
Because there's a lot. This is the movie that has a lot of like up in the air.
Yeah.
Kind of things where it's like, is it this? Is it that? Is this? Is he? Like, did he see the shoe? Is OJ alive at the end of the movie?
He is.
Okay. I listened to something somewhere, and they said that he wasn't. But then,
was it just a theory, or was it the guy actually saying that?
It was like a analysis of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I need him to be alive.
Yeah. I think the movie's better if he's alive.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Jordan Peele was. In my personal opinion, I think that's what Jordan Peele was going for.
Okay. And so, and also a thing that like I also noticed too is they segmented up the movie based on the animals.
Yes.
And I don't know why do you think they did that?
Well, so that's my reason why.
Okay. Moving on.
Because this movie's about animals. It's about animals in Hollywood and like how we use animals as a spectacle, and we mistreat them, and we,
yeah,
kind of like what happens with them and how they're like disposable and stuff like that. So it's by the animals, and also like OJ himself is very like animal centered, more so than like people centered, because that's what he's been doing.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then like it kind of goes even farther than that, where it's like we don't just make animals into tools, we also turn people into animals.
Right.
Because there's like, that's why we have Jupe as like he's a token Asian character in like a bunch of sitcoms like Kid Sheriff and Gordy's Home.
Right.
And same thing with their great-great-grandfather, like is with like everybody knows who Edward Muybridge is,
right?
But nobody knows who the guy riding the horse is.
And we actually still don't know, like the real guy. We don't know who he is.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. That like and that just shows once again how like much of a genius Jordan Peele is, where he's like he finds one detail and is like, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to build a story, and I'm going to build a world around it.
Yeah.
And so Ghost is out there being Ghost.
Right.
The horse, yeah.
He does these, like, really great, like, lines where she goes, why is Ghost out, you know, in the field? And it was very reminiscent to me of, like, the little Jason going, like, there's a family in our driveway. Yeah. Like, just the way your stomach sinks, and it's like,
yeah,
you shouldn't. But the fact that Ghost is like out there, you're like, oh, well, that's.
And the movie that reminded me of the most was Signs. And like it, like whenever she was like, why, like Emerald was like, why is Ghost out in the field? Like, it reminded me of like when the little girl was like, there's someone on our roof. Can I have a glass of water? You know, like,
right, yeah.
It's like, and like the way that they like found a way to fight against these aliens, really did just remind me of like how Signs was, and oh man, Signs is like one of my top favorite movies of all time. We'll have to cover it, and so he's going out there, and then like you hear like this just unnatural screaming, you know, and then and Ghost just takes off.
I would too.
Yeah. Horses are like really easily spooked, and I don't blame them in this situation.
But for this one, I would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And so then he just sees like, you know, just like going across the thing, like
no lights though. So that's not what you saw.
Yeah. No lights, just sound, as System of a Down would say.
There you go.
And so he goes and he tells Emerald, and immediately Emerald's like, we got to get a picture of this. We got to film this thing. And they go to Fry's Electronics.
Yes, and you see it's Alien.
Yeah.
And that's actually a real Fry's store.
Okay, yeah, and they would do like different themes at each
so
Fry's.
they just went the actual Alien one.
And then we meet Angel, who is the best character. I love Angel. He's so funny.
Sorry, I got dumped. He's on the pilot of a CW, so if you see that.
Fuck CW.
Fuck CW.
and like he's so like he immediately comes in and like he brings all the stuff to them, and he's out at their ranch, and he just goes, ah!
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, what are you doing? Don't spook the horses, man. And he's like, anyway, let me tell you about my girlfriend.
It's so funny.
He is such a nerd.
And then he's setting it up, and he's like, what are y'all filming?
Yeah, he's like y'all doing some alien shit, ain't you?
He's like, no.
And he's like, Ancient Aliens, go check it out.
Did you see? I watched an episode of Ancient Aliens where Moses was actually an alien.
I did see that episode.
You saw the same one?
I did see that episode. Here's how I feel about Ancient Aliens. I think it is what I like to call historical racism, in the sense that that you believe as a historian that these civilizations were too dumb to do the things that they did.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh, it has to be aliens because these morons wouldn't be able to make the pyramids, you know?
Right.
And so I've never espoused that belief. I do not think that I do think that like, I do think there like are instances like, for example, like Gilgamesh, like there is evidence that Gilgamesh actually existed.
Right.
And like, so like maybe like he was a real big guy. Like, you know, what's going on there? And then like, there's like a lot of recognizable, like there's like one where it's like it's a chief, and he looks like he's going up in space. Like in there's like a breathing apparatus.
Yeah.
Like we both went down the Ancient Aliens pipeline, I guess.
There was always somewhere they're like, that's a helicopter in this stone, and you're like, that is
that is definitely a helicopter. Stone. But like,
do I think they were just like drawing? Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just because people always forget that like humans have always been creative creatures.
Humans have always been humans.
Yeah.
There have always been smart humans. There's always been dumb humans. There's always been tall humans, small humans.
Like Leonardo da Vinci was like building a gyrocopter, like, you know, like
right.
And like what's his face? Tesla was building a death ray, you know, like I mean,
it's just you
know. So it's like it's possible. Is it possible that like the aliens came down and like helped us build shit? Yes, but like, is it more likely that like we are just that good?
We figured shit out.
We just figured shit out, you know? So I was
gonna say, I watched Ancient Aliens, like I watched like the ghost shows.
Yeah.
Where as a kid, I was like, this is so believable. But now, you know, when I was like 7, I was like, you know what? Right. They got something going on. And then now I'm like, this is some bullshit, but it's entertaining bullshit.
Yeah. Which is weird that it was on this History Channel.
Yes, that's what I thought, because it would be between like the little documentaries of like how it's made and like America
and like Hitler's secret agenda.
Yes, Mysteries at the Museum. That was my shit growing up.
Or like Pawn Stars, you know?
Yeah.
And then they turn it around essentially, and Emerald back with like a horse statue that she definitely stole from Jupe.
Oh, 100%. And he's like, where'd you get that? And she's like, yeah, you know, the thing you told me to go pick up. And he's like, oh my God.
Yeah, and like Jupe shows up and he's like, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that from?
Yeah, stay right there.
He's like, thumbs up. And he just like leaves.
Yeah, and Angel's like, thank you, bye.
He's like, you don't live here. You don't live here, actually.
But he's inviting them to the Star Lasso experience.
What could that be?
What could that be?
Yeah, perhaps aliens are about. And they go, and this might be the scariest scene. Whenever like they go out, whenever OJ's going out and like checking on another horse.
Oh, you know? With the aliens and I disagree, but I get it.
The little alien kids, like, because at first I was like, well, the first time you watch it.
You're like, oh, these are the aliens.
Oh, these are the aliens. And I love that.
He's taking a pic on his flip phone. I was like, dude.
And I love that OJ just sees another one and he just punches it.
That's what you do, man.
You gotta punch an alien sometimes.
They're lucky he didn't have a gun.
Yeah, sometimes it's a kid. Accidentally. But hey, that's why you don't send your kids to do your dirty work. Jupe. You know?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, you're trying to prank Haywood, and OJ's like, you stole their horse.
It's on now. And she's like, you literally stole the horse.
Like, you started this. Get over it.
And I also like when Angel's back at Fry's and is like spying on them.
Yes. What are they doing there that late? I guess it's at 24-hour like customer support.
Probably. And then like Barbie Ferreira is there.
Just there.
And her name is Nessie, by the way.
I think, was she supposed to have a bigger part?
Maybe. I would like to. I think she was, but I don't know. I think it got cut.
They cut a lot from this, which is fine. But I would like to see the director's extended edition, Lord of the Rings style.
Oh yeah, the 4-hour. No, I would watch 4 hours of Nope. Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah, but her being named Nessie, that's specific. That's like a little hint of what is to come.
Loch Ness. Mm-hmm. You named my daughter after the Loch Ness monster?
I walk around saying that in this house. That's like my favorite line in Twilight. And then they realize that like their electronic stuff is not going to work. It keeps shorting their stuff out. So they need somebody who's going to do it analog. And so they call, what is this motherfucker's name? Antlers?
Yeah, Antlers. And
Antlers something. Played by Michael Wincott.
Right, because like the whole scene where they're trying to get it, there's a bug on one of the cameras, and it won't come off. And
yeah, Antlers host.
Holst.
And he is real creepy.
I don't know what documentary he's making.
Yeah,
where it's just eyes
just
and like animals eating each other, and you're like, yeah, yep, that's the film that we're watching now.
And he's like, and like he's like, oh yeah, I remember you, horse girl, you know, and she's like, I need you to come help us do this, and he said, that dream you keep having where you're on that mountaintop with all eyes are on you, that's a dream you never wake up from.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's so. That's such a good line.
It is. Yeah. Or she's like, we're getting the possible shot. And he's like, that's impossible.
I'm like, yeah.
You're like,
that's why it says impossible.
He's so funny.
Antlers. And then this is when like, and then this is when it starts clicking and you're like, and OJ's like, what if it's not a ship?
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, what if it isn't a ship?
Yeah. Angel comes back and he's like, that cloud hasn't moved, and that cloud hasn't moved, and that's such a good like revelation where he's like, oh
yeah. And I really like the extra long scene with Gordy where
that's the scariest.
You think that's the scariest scene?
Yes.
Okay,
when I will say when I first watched it, that was like I was shitting my pants kind of like, not actually, but like,
no, definitely.
I was tense.
Yeah. And like, he killed everybody in the cast.
100%. And it's just so like, brutal. And you feel like, Jupe lives, but you're also like, Jesus. And then you see and
he learned the wrong lesson, is that you cannot tame a predator, you know?
Right. And like, he wasn't making eye contact with Gordy because the tablecloth was there.
Film. And they did like the fist bump to end all fist bumps.
Right. And so that's like that, and the shoe, I think, leads him to believe that he's been chosen. When he sees this, he's like, oh, this is what
And that's what like the spectacleization of existence has really done to like us as a society, is that like we just are always constantly seeking that like recognition.
Yeah.
And I know you're probably, if you're listening to this, you're probably thinking, well, isn't that what you guys are doing this podcast right now? And I'm going to say, why don't you mind your fucking business?
I'm here for a good time.
Yeah, same as well. I'm just enjoying doing this,
Right.
But
no, Jared's here to be a full-time podcaster. He wants to quit his job.
Yes.
I'm here for the lulz. Lulz with a Z.
Well, wouldn't you like to not ever need another job? Like this could be your job, and then I still teach. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice?
I guess. I'd have to talk to you for a living, so that might be an issue.
That's
that might be, because I have a bully voice, apparently.
Is the juice worth the squeeze, Kayleigh? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. Do I have a bully voice, Jared?
I never said you have a bully voice.
That's what your wife said.
Well, takes one to know one, because she's also bullies you at work.
Your wife said that you said I have a bully voice.
No, I did not. I said you bully me on the podcast.
I do not bully you.
I literally have listened to a clip like 20 minutes ago saying that you said I'm a fascist.
Okay, and me calling it like I see it is not bullying.
Yes, right. You're not mean. You're honest. Okay?
Right.
Yes, for sure.
I wanted to bully you. We can talk about
What are you going to talk about, huh?
Your glasses.
Oh, my God.
Has any of your middle schools hit you with the glasses yet?
No, because there's like so... Like, I'm like... Because like they've figured out at this point that I am not, you can't touch me because I'm funnier and I'm smarter than you. Like that's just what they figured out, is that they'll be like, oh, you look like you can't get in your car. I'm like, at least I can afford a car.
Yeah,
baby boy, out my face. You
broke into the store and ate all the pies. Did you listen to Harry?
Yeah, Caleb here. Like
I have a gun.
Yeah, like I have a gun and I will shoot you with it. Yeah, like it's like they'll do this thing. One of my students would do this thing where she would go, "Do you want to fight, Mr. Rhodes?" I was like, number one, I don't fight children. Number two, you shouldn't fight somebody that has a license and you don't.
Right.
Because I will just get in my car and hit you with it.
Yeah.
Because like that's just, what are you gonna do? You're gonna run away? I can drive at like 200 miles per hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just funny. You're not a bully, Kayleigh. You just say sometimes true things in a mean way.
Nah, I'm never mean.
No. My wife is, though.
Yes. Yes, because we were just at work and she's like, you talk differently. And I was like, what? And she's like, your customer service voice versus your like normal voice versus your podcast voice. And she's like, yeah, Jared and I were talking about that. And, he's like, you have a bully voice. And I was like, what? And she's like, Jared said you have a bully voice. And I was like, what does that even mean?
I want you to know I never said that.
She's a liar.
She probably said that. No, yes, be nice. She's a storyteller. And that's different. But the same.
Elena!
Hey! Come here! Come here! We're gonna sort this out right now.
Right. She's gonna get told off. Come here and talk into the mic and tell them that you said Jared said I had a bully
Did I
voice.
ever say that? When did I
Come
ever say
here,
that?
in the mic, in the mic, in the mic.
In the mic, Jared described Kayleigh's having a bully voice.
When did I say that?
Then you clarified.
Tell me the time and date that I said that.
Literally
In the mic.
Literally not yesterday. When was it? Thursday.
You told me Friday.
Thursday.
I said she
Friday.
bullies me on the podcast. That's what I
You
said.
she has a bully voice, and then you went on to say that she bullies you on the podcast.
We're making a big spectacle out of this.
I'm just telling
Like the movie Nope.
No, don't try and bring this into don't save yourself.
No, but for real.
Get in the comments.
I swear. Because I would have already said that if I didn't. And she knows that because I would be like...
I don't remember saying that, though. I really don't. I truly do not.
You did.
Okay, well, maybe I did.
Clarify yourself, but you just said believe voice.
I don't remember saying that, but all right. All right.
I said it on the podcast.
Go eat your string cheese.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't remember saying that. Bye, love you.
Do you see the harassment I get from both of the roads?
Yeah,
I come over here and y'all attack me.
What? I have like 6 episodes now of you saying like crazy shit to me.
It's called entertainment. Are we
true.
making a podcast or not?
It's true. It's true.
I'm
It's
sorry.
true.
I'll use my customer service voice from now on.
No, it's
Hi,
gonna-
thank you for listening to the H&H podcast.
That is quite a good.
Thank
customer
you.
service.
When I worked at Olive Garden, people thought I was a robot when I answered the phones. I got so rote with it. I'd be like, "Thank you for calling Athens Olive Garden. How may I be of service?"
Oh my god.
Thank you for calling Olive Garden. How I can help you today? And they'd be like, "Person," and I'm like, "That's me."
That's insane. All right, we're gonna get back to it.
No, this was a good derail.
Yes, this was a great derailment. But when after you see like all the stuff with Gordy, and like Gordy gets like shot in the face like immediately.
Yeah, because he killed people.
Yeah. You could tell that like it definitely still haunts Jupe, but like not in a way that he's like, I should go to therapy. You know?
Well, because he's a man.
Yeah. Yeah. Men will literally create a whole theme park and
Instead of go to therapy.
and sacrifice horses to an alien.
Right.
Instead of going to therapy. It's true. It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah. You need to fix your species.
I wish I could. I wish I could. I don't.
Have you tried?
Yes.
Okay.
I only hang out with men who like do the right thing. Now.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at
Okay.
me like that.
I didn't say
Yeah.
anything.
I didn't know.
Well.
All right. But then yeah, and so you could tell that he's like, you're chosen.
Right.
And he says that in the mic, which is very awkward, you know?
Right.
And he's like, and he does the whole spiel where he's like, in an hour, you're gonna be changed. And you're like, absolutely right. You all are gonna be turned into alien poop. That's what's gonna happen. Like,
you haven't seen that alien, like, I guess, where would it
it does poop.
That's, I don't know. I think that's more uptucking.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, I considered it poop. Because it was like being like aggressive, you know? It's like, this is my turf. Poop on your house, you know?
Okay, fair.
And so he's like, in an hour, but first, a musical number for my children. And then the alien immediately comes and doesn't kill the horse.
No, because Lucky doesn't leave because he's lucky. He's a lucky horse.
And eats everybody.
Oh, just the way and he's like looking up into it as they're like getting like sucked up.
And it sounds in your mind, because you know that this is an amusement park, you hear the screams and you think, oh, this is just a fun amusement park. But then you're like, wait a minute, no. Like it almost tricks your brain a little bit.
It did not do that for me.
Well, it did for me. And then you see like the way it the way it felt like to me whenever they're going through Jean Jacket.
Yeah.
It was like
one of those like inflatable like tunnel rope. Yeah.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Like you're in like an inflatable bounce house and it just collapses on you.
Yeah, and they're all
know?
screaming. Like you can hear somebody screaming, it's burning.
I think that might be the most horrifying scene in this movie. Like honestly, more than
Well, you hear. I think you hear it's burning when they're like over the house.
Yeah, that's a wild thing to show.
I mean, it's the stomach. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't think they'd show it, but the fact that they like did, and then I just went, oh, there were children in that audience.
Yeah, there were.
Oh.
And a thing that like that is interesting is that like just like Hollywood, like Jean Jacket like swallows people up, spits them back out.
Right.
You know, leaves the scraps for everybody. You know.
Yeah, because like OJ tries to go get Lucky, and it's still there, and OJ escapes being in the.
Did you notice the pig?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know why? You know why it survived? Pigs can't look up. Pigs cannot. Pigs do not have the ability to look up.
Aww.
Yeah.
Poor piggy.
Pigs have never seen the sky. Does that make you feel sad?
Well, I'm sure some pigs have, because I'm sure people have picked them up and been like, look.
Well, that's true. But like most pigs like live most of their lives until somebody picks them up without having seen the sky.
So maybe that's okay, guys. That's my new charity. Is y'all send me money and I'm gonna show pigs the sky.
Picking up pigs.
Right, that could be the new TikTok trend, like the TikTok trend where you show cats 9/11. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Kayleigh, have you shown your cats 9/11?
No, because my poor babies, they're too dumb. They won't get it. Hercules is the dumbest cat in the world. I love him so much, but I'll just catch him and he'll just be staring at a wall for an hour, like nose to the wall. And I'm like, you're either thinking something great or you just have no thoughts.
Sounds like Hercules sounds like a dog.
Yes, well, he was raised by dogs.
Okay, that makes sense.
I've seen him walking at walls.
Yeah. Calliope seems like the real cat.
Calypso,
whatever. Sorry. Calliope is the cat in House in the Cerulean Sea. That's why I thought that.
I almost named her Calliope, though.
Oh, well. Almost finished the book, by the way.
Good. Yeah, no, Calypso's the real cat. But she's so shy and...
Like most cats.
Most cats, but she loves to come and get on me and just scream. And then I'll go to pet her and she's like, don't touch me, and run away.
Much like how Jean Jacket screams.
Yeah.
You know?
It does the little clicking thing.
Oh,
the little popping when it has like the, I guess... Oh, and the elevator at the courthouse used to make that sound. You would go and I'd just hear the popping and I'm like, we're gonna die.
Scary. And then this is like probably the most like eldritch horror it is when it's just like raining viscera on the house.
Blood and metal and
It reminded me of like the Dunwich horror and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like I saw that and I was like, oh, this is the new elevator of blood.
Yeah.
From The Shining. Like, this is the new, like, that's how you do it. That's how you, like, one-up it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of
you just hear the screaming.
Yeah, so crazy. And I really like whenever, like, OJ's in the car and he's, like, looking to see, and you can tell that Jean Jacket's over him because the rain has stopped where he's at. And he, like, looks and he's like, nope.
No, why would you get out of that car?
And then like because Jean Jacket's mad, he like upchucked the horse
into the
car, which is like, that's when you're like, oh, this is definitely an animal. Like this is an animal that like is sentient enough to know that like somebody set me up,
is messing with you.
Yeah, somebody's messing with you, and like. And it'll have fears, and it has patterns, and it's just a predator. Right. That's what it is.
It's just trying to survive.
And that's why OJ knows what to do, because he's good with animals, you know, just like you said.
That's where he figures out to not look at it. Mm-hmm. And he's like looking down and like walking. That's also where they're trying to get in the car. But also I was like, don't leave the house yet.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all could chill. He's not going to eat a whole house.
Yeah. Yeah. And they go and like they hang out with Angel for a little bit.
Oh, the cut to them playing VR is so funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's so many good lines in this. I like when I like Emerald is like one of the funniest characters in this. Like she's like everything.
She's amazing.
She's so funny. And then they meet with Antlers. They come back and they have like this whole
Well, Antlers is there when they come back.
Yeah, so how long has he been there? Makes you wonder.
Probably all morning.
Like he's just like hanging out.
Yeah, well, they heard about like what Star Lasso, and he's like, oh, that's like right next to. Mm-hmm. He probably got their address, went there and saw the blood, and he went, oh, y'all weren't full of shit like I thought you were.
And then like I like whenever OJ is like, they're not gonna take this from us.
Right.
Like after this though, after we're done, they can come and they can do whatever they want.
Right.
He's like, but this will be ours.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, hell yes. Woo! You know? And the setting up of the wacky wailing arm flailing tube man.
So good, where they have the Monopoly pieces and he comes out with like and he's like a non-digital camera, which is really cool.
Yeah.
That weird flying purple people eater thing.
Yeah, like he was like doing a spoken word.
One-eyed, one horde,
flying purple people
eater.
Sure looks strange. Look to me.
One horde.
So crazy. That dude really made it feel like a Western.
Yeah,
you know?
you're like, that's like the Clint Eastwood character. Yeah. That's like coming in. He's like, I've seen a couple things in my time.
Yeah. I've photographed a lot
I'm
of
ready to
eyes.
die.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's definitely ready to die. He's been looking at eyes for like
We can talk
many
about,
years.
oh my God, we can talk about that. Cause
Yeah. That's like one of the coolest scenes, I think, is that he was like, it's the golden hour.
Right. Well, my best friend's a photographer. And so I was watching it with her and she was like, I was like, that's so stupid. And she's like, no, I'd want to get it too. She's like, I'd want to get it when the lighting's right too. I get it. And I was like, you die. She's like, I wouldn't die for it, but you know.
But at the same time, we have like a TMZ guy coming running in.
Oh, when they're setting up, then he's.
And like, and I was listening to like a video essay, and they said sometimes the difference between an auteur film director and a cameraman for TMZ are not as polar opposite as you think they are.
Right.
Is that because like whenever he's like his arms and legs are broken,
he's like, get it.
He's like, get a picture, you know, and like, you know, like and that shows that like Emerald is also like not as comfortable with being seen as she thinks she is.
Right, but
you
also,
know?
I mean, it was more of like he's encroaching on what they're trying to do. And
Yeah.
she's like, he doesn't need to be here to see this.
But
I think that's more what it was.
Yeah, but it also like it just shows like how like multi-layered.
Yeah.
Because like you'd think if she was just like two-dimensional, she'd be like, oh well, hey, you know, like here's my time, you know, this is my moment. But she's like, no, this is bigger
Than whatever you
than what
got,
you got
yeah.
going on. And I love the scream where he's like,
He drives into the non-electric field going 90 miles, 60. What? Oh my God. That's so funny.
That scream is
and
crazy.
then OJ goes to get him. Because OJ's a good person.
Yeah.
I'd have left his ass there.
Yeah, he's like, sorry, man.
He does because he has the whole dome thing. We see that's like, he's been using it to train the horses because they had, that's what set Lucky off in the beginning. Where he's like, oh no, this is reflecting this guy. And he's just like,
Nope.
Nope. And then when they do the run, OJ's doing the run.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like the best part of the movie.
Yeah, I literally wrote down somewhere, I said, hold on, where did I put it? I literally just wrote, I forgot to write any notes.
Yes, because it's beautifully shot. The alien looks so good now that you see it in like broad daylight.
Yeah.
Great horse work. The music's going, and the whole like you see like with the eyes on the back of the head, and it gets close enough, and he like pulls the thing, and it like turns sideways, and you get like the good. Oh, it's awesome. It's like definitely like a high, like the high of the film.
And you can see that like also the alien is starting to change shape as well. You remember that like after this point, after he eats antlers.
Yeah, well, that's because that, and then also I think it's because of like the barbed wire.
Oh yeah, the barbed wire.
So we'll get because, and then Antlers is like, I need.
Yeah, he's like, I need to get the money shot.
Question: do you think that film survived?
No.
Not the Antlers film. I'm talking the film they filmed of the run.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
You think so? Do you think he like?
I think so.
Because it did everything got sucked up. So I almost wonder. I don't know how like much of it got destroyed.
Yeah, we will never know. But I would like to think that it did. You know,
right? Because like Angel's there, and Angel's smart when he like sees him getting he wraps himself in the barbed wire fence. But I think that's also partly why it kind of because barbed wire hurts. It got attacked, so I think it's the way the like you know the little dinosaurs from Jurassic Park go.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. But then like what really made me go, oh yeah, this might actually be an angel, like you said. Like, because it reminded me of, I don't know if you've ever seen this anime. It's Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I did not watch it, but I know what it is.
So it's like, it's like these conceptual shapes rather than...
or like, yeah, like that came to Earth before and people went, that's an angel, you know?
Yeah, instead of just white dudes in robes. You know, like... and then like when it's like unfurled like that, its mouth looks way more like a camera, you know?
Yeah, and it's like snapping,
yeah,
which was really cool.
And so at first, like you see that like it's like you can see how like much control OJ has over this thing now that he knows that this thing is an animal. And then that's when Emerald books it to Jupiter's claim and gets to the wishing well.
Yes, where OJ does the, like, they watch each other and then he, like, backs up looking at the animal, and then that's when people think he died.
Yeah.
I don't think he died.
I'd like to think he didn't either.
No, because she turns around and looks at it pretty quickly once she gets away. Mm-hmm. I also just want him to live.
Yeah, I think it's better.
I don't care if he does die. I'm going to say he doesn't.
Okay, it's really up to interpretation at this point, you know.
Right.
And she just goes and she lets like the little Jupiter balloon go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's honestly kind of sad seeing it get blown up like that.
Yeah, she gets the shot.
She gets the shot, but like,
I guess it did. It's such a big predator that like I get it. It's sad. It's just doing what it was like supposed to do.
Yeah.
But it was eating people.
It was.
And because all those reporters, they couldn't film it, but they definitely saw it.
Yeah.
If it did not die, they'd be like, no, there's an alien here, and people are going to keep going, and people are going to keep getting eaten. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. But it's like, my little cousin, when she was like 8 or 9, she cried at the end of Jaws because they blew up the shark.
Oh, that's sad.
And she was like, the shark was just doing what it was supposed to do. She's like, it was just hungry.
Yeah.
And we watched Jaws 2 together, and she was at the end of it. She's so funny. She's like, I'm conflicted because I want the shark to eat, but also that boy's cute.
Yeah.
So she's like, I want him to live, but also the shark can eat his friends.
That's the issue. That's the issue with like when it's like the main antagonist of a movie is a predatory animal where it's like
It's you know, it's not malicious.
Yeah,
it's
like,
just doing what it needs to do.
Yeah, like you're in its territory. You
Right.
know? It's like the movie like The Grey with like Liam Neeson where he's like fighting wolves and
right.
stuff. Like
it's
wolves,
like you're fucking with them.
Yeah. Number one, wolves don't even do that.
No.
Yeah, like that's just a thing
They're
that I
sweet
know.
little babies. They just need hugs. If you see a wild wolf, just go, come here, baby.
It'll probably run away from you if you do that. But like,
No, you give it a hug and you go, you can be my dire wolf and we'll practice warging, and you give it a little bit of food and it's your best friend.
okay.
Like, I also just think great white sharks need to be hugged and then they'll be fine.
That doesn't surprise me that you think that.
I know I want to go cage diving, but I know if I I'd have to go in the ones where there wasn't the bars that I could stick my hand out of, because my ass would stick my hand out of the bars to pet a shark.
It'd have to be like a big glass case.
Yeah, one of the glass plexi ones.
Yeah, no, couldn't do that. I think I might have thalassophobia because I do not. I do not. The sea terrifies me.
I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love the thought of being small and being surrounded by a lot, and just being like, there's so much, you know.
I've just read too many Lovecraft stories.
Well,
you know, because that dude was terrified of the ocean. Yeah. So then she just like, which that's such a cool idea too, where it's like with the wishing well.
yeah.
I would that is such a great idea, and like because like they had to build that. You
Yeah.
know? Like that doesn't exist probably. You know, or maybe it does, and we just don't know where it is. But that's such a cool idea. And she just went boom, and then like
She
gets
got
it,
it.
gets a thing, blows up, and then you see OJ in the smoke.
And it says like out yonder, so that's why people. And they're like, he doesn't move, and I was like, he moves a little bit.
Yeah, and then that's it. That's the end. You know, what out of
10 out of 10 magical standing shoes.
Okay, 10 out of 10 magical standing shoes. Yeah, I would honestly agree with that. The editing, the coloring, the
sound
design,
the music, the acting,
the script.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect. All of it's perfect.
It's so good. And it's like one of those horror movies. My parents like hate horror movies, but like I was like half convinced to be like, Dad, you should watch this.
You have, yeah.
Like, I think you'd actually like it.
Yeah, I got my parents to watch Sinners. and they were like, son, you can't let us watch. We're not listening to any more movies you like anymore.
I didn't even. Yeah, no, I don't. No, Sinners is amazing. I would never. My mom, listen, she gets stressed out by like sometimes I'll be like, let's watch this Disney. It's like PG-13, and she's like, no, that stresses me out. And I was like, what?
Really?
She stresses out about everything. It gives her nightmares. and she can only watch HGTV and Hallmark.
Wow.
But now not Hallmark, it's Great American Family, because that's the more conservative Hallmark.
Yikes. How can you get more conservative than Hallmark?
Well, Great American Family doesn't like gay people.
Oh, you're right. They do
have gay people in Hallmark.
They have gay people in Hallmark, yeah.
Oh my God, what is this country coming to?
This is why
It's supposed to be Christmas in July, not Christmas in hell. Okay. And you know what?
Oh man.
That's what's wrong with us as a society.
Says the
what?
The bisexual woman.
Oh, you're gonna out me on Mike?
You've said that before?
No, I haven't, and I've never said that, and I don't even know what you're talking about.
You definitely.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I will splice in the clip. Don't you make me.
Go ahead. You won't find it.
I will. It's
because I'm as straight as.
I'm straight as a
as Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a very specific one. All right, anyway.
You know, because she's bi.
Literally, I'm gonna put the clip of you going, "I'm the only bisexual in this house." Right after you say that. All right.
Do it. If you don't, you're a pussy.
Okay. All right, I will. I think I will. This is actually the first horror film to be shot in IMAX.
Whoop, whoop.
According to IMDb. So if that's wrong, please
fight Jared.
Fight me in the streets. We'll make a big spectacle out of it. Emerald and OJ wear green and orange. OJ for orange juice clothes. So
yeah,
pretty cool like that. Apparently, you said about the missing hikers. This is Jordan Peele's first feature to be shot on film. So he did actual like hardcore film. So good for him. Interesting. The film begins with a quote from the biblical book of Nahum. The vision of the prophet Nahum featured horses.
Okay.
How about that, huh? Yeah, Jordan Peele's a big Bible nerd, you could tell.
Oh, yeah.
This is his third rated R film. Duh. Like, that's not... that's not
oh, wow.
You mean all three of these horror movies
are rated R?
Rated R. That's crazy.
What?
It says, when Ricky which is Jupe, his real name, apparently, states that in 1 hour you will leave here having witnessed a spectacle. There's exactly 1 hour until the film's end credits.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. How about that, huh? Oh, yeah. And it says, see, I was right. In an interview with Days, Jordan Peele confirmed that the design of the creature in the final act was influenced by the angels in Neon Genesis Evangelion. Woo!
Whoa, nerd.
Also, when she does the motorcycle slide, that's Akira.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another really good anime movie, not a series. Let's see. As Clover runs back towards the home, OJ at his heels, they are separated and OJ hides in the shed. Between the widely spaced slats of the walls, you see the horse continue running, mimicking the original Muybridge film. How about that, huh? If you pay attention to the character posters, the cowboy hat that Stephen Yeun is wearing is shaped and lit to look like jean jacket.
Oh, cool.
He's a genius. The first line in the movie between any on-screen characters is said to be senior to junior. Gotta keep our heads up out of the clouds on this one. Mm-hmm. Once again, yeah, just there's literally like full paragraphs of
just how good he is at
like how good everything
screenwriting.
Is. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, so we give this one a 10 out of 10. We need to watch some bad movies. Like I need some bad movies in my blood right now because we've done nothing but like amazing horror films for the last like 4 or 5 episodes. So we will be watching something that's a bit of a stinker in my opinion, but
it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it is pretty.
It's not great, but it's not that bad.
It's like TV bad, you know.
I guess because
we live in like a world like Breaking Bad and like Mad Men and shit,
yeah.
and so we're gonna just no spoilers. You'll just have to come back next week. Yeah. On Hyperfix and Hate Watch. I'm Jared.
I'm not Jared.
Okay. Glad we cleared that up.
Just in case you were confused.
And just remember, don't look up.
Unless you want to be eaten by an alien.
Unless you have.
And if you're into that, that's on you.
Unless you have a vor fantasy.
Oh fuck.
That's a thing.
No.
Google it. It'll put you on a list somewhere.
No, thank you.
I just know these things, and it's
Goodbye.
it's a curse. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. You're welcome.